Here we are at the fourth hole at Emerald Lakes. Now this hole is when the course really starts kicking in. It's a par 5, it's not very long, and that's the beauty of some of these holes here at Emerald Lakes. It's not a very long golf course, but there's a reason they call it Emerald Lakes. There's a lot of lakes, and they start here in a big way on the fourth hole. So as you look down the hole, and we'll have a look at the map, there's only really one place you can't go, and that is right. The entire right side of this hole there is a water hazard all the way down there. There's trees down there as well, and if you hit it in there and you take a drop, you're pretty much having to lay up and chip out with your next one as well. So you just cannot go right on this hole. So being that first question, where can I go? I can't go right. But what I find with a lot of the clients that I take out here in amateurs is they go, okay, so where are you going to aim? Oh, they're just aiming down the middle of the hole. Half their shots are going to go right if you do that. Maybe even more if you're a slicer. I say to them, why are you aiming down the middle of the fairway when the only place you can't go is right? So there's a big thing here. It's par 5. I'm going to take driver down here, and so should you and everyone else, because the extra distance you get is vital. But you should never be aiming at the middle of this fairway. I'm not aiming at the middle of this fairway. I'm going to aim at the left-hand trees, would you believe it? Right down where I'm at, knowing that my tendency is probably 6 out of 10 balls will go a little bit right of where I'm aiming. Others will go left. Now, the thing with left is, once again, it's like the second hole. There's trees there, yes. I'll be able to find it. I'll be able to have a swing at it, and I'll be able to progress it probably 95, 96, 97 times out of 100. All that means for me then is I can punch one down 50 or 100 meters and probably still reach the green in 3 shots because it's not very long. One of the big things I want you to know is trees are not a lost ball. So the big problems in golf where the big scores come from, lost balls, penalty shots, out of bounds, chipping out sideways, that's the big problem. And the only place where you're going to do that on this hole really is that right-hand side. So this is the thing. Hitting fairways is not crucial in golf. What is crucial is avoiding big blowouts and chipping out sideways and things like that off the tee. And then the other thing is, if you can hit it much further down the hole and still avoid those problems, then distance is a huge advantage as well. So that's why I'm going to take driver, and I'm backing myself in. Out of 100 shots, at least 60 to 70 of them will be fine. I'll be able to find it, progress it, and not cause me any big issues with my score. And the main thing I'm doing here is, because I'm not really having to lay up short of trouble, like maybe you do on some other holes, and we'll probably do that on another one coming up, I'm aiming a long way away from it. That's the 2 ways how you avoid big trouble, is either you hit a club that's never going to reach it, or you aim as far away from it as possible. And it's all about trying to get as many of your, what we call a shotgun dispersion of 100 shots, which are going to go everywhere, left, right, straight, everything. Trying to get as many of those 100 to not end up in the big truck. So you can make better decisions by going, where am I going to aim and what club am I going to use? It's going to take that out of play as much as possible. So I'm going to tee it up on the right-hand side where the trouble is. As I said, I'm going to aim down the left side and see how we go. Hopefully the other thing you're also noticing here is I go through the same routine. The setup routine is very regimented. It's club face at the target, it's get my ball position right, it's have a look at the target again, and then swing away. Okay, and I try and do that every single time. I'm not giving myself any time to think about all sorts of other things going on. Let's see if I can do that again. I'm quite a long way right of where I was aiming, but because I was aiming so far left, I think it's still going to be okay, maybe in the right-hand room. So there we go. I got lucky. You can see that the water hazard, if you just have a look over here, is only maybe 10 meters this way. So by me aiming over there, I am approximately 40 meters away from where I was aiming with that tee shot. Golf pros have a 60 to 70 meter wide dispersion with their drivers. They're not that accurate. Now the bell curve, probably 80% of them is within about a 40 meter window, but that was a long way right for me. But because of my planning and aiming over there, I'm okay. I'm not in that water hazard, the one place I couldn't be.
If you're enjoying what you're watching and you want to come and work with me in person, come and join me at the Gold Coast here in Australia. Have a golf holiday and break that bag golf and play the golf of your dreams in the space of 3 days. All the details are down below on my website. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Cheers.